So I'll start record. So now we were somewhere here. So write Java programs to initialize and display different types of integers and floating point variables. What is the typecasting? Illustrate with an example. What is meant by automatic type, promotion? This we have seen. How to declare two-dimensional arrays in Java. Explain with a simple example. Okay, so all this we might have studied except for the for each loop, and the concept of these things also we might have studied over here. Okay, so then access protection available for packages, no. All these exception handling, we have not done that. Okay, let us go for the next question paper. Right. So the first question here might be corresponding to C++. Okay, in the object-oriented concept, it is C++ also. So we need not bother about it, right? He says 4 features of object-oriented programming, that is again encapsulation and all that. So that is common for C++ and Java. Function overloading and all that, we need not bother. Procedure-oriented and object-oriented program. Okay, what is the difference? We might have seen, right? So this is more concerned with your C++. We need not bother. Okay. List and explain Java buzzwords. Then he has written a program. What is the output of the above code? If you insert another int b outside the for loop, what is the output? Okay, so this again, is a simple code. You can try to understand and see what it will do. Okay, with an example, explain the working of both the signed and unsigned right shift. Okay, only the positive numbers over here and positive as well as negative numbers here. Define bytecode. How does it help Java programs achieve portability? This we have studied. Write a program to sum only the first 5 elements of the array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 using for each version of the loop. We are not used for each. Define typecasting. Explain with an example. That we have done. Okay. Inheritance. Okay, we have to study this multi-level inheritance, various level of access protections available for packages, overloading and overriding. Okay, we'll see all that later. So this is not part of our syllabus, but the earlier ones might be part of our whatever is there. We can consider as whatever we have covered. We can consider that as the part of our syllabus, and hence, we can consider it for the IA. Many of the questions might overlap, so don't bother if there is overlap, but still let us go through all of the question papers. I'll just create a single file for all this, and put it in your Google Classroom. Whatever is concerned with our syllabus, consider that only. Other things we need not bother. So again, you can see that it is repeated. Buzzwords, concept of arrays in Java with example, type conversion in Java with example, Java program to initialize and display different types of integer floating point. Repeated again. List and explain different, you know, jump statements which we have not done still. Different iteration statements used in Java with examples. Okay, this still we have not done. So let us not consider this. We'll consider only the first, 1.5 unit only. Okay, control statements we will not have. Control statements, we will not have, right? So iterations and might be jump statement we will not have in our syllabus, right? For the test. Okay, we have it in the syllabus, but will not have for the test. So Java statement to implement stack operation that can hold integers. We will come to it later, right? This is super and all that. We will come to it later. Let us go for the next paper. Okay. This again, compile once and run anywhere is implemented in Java. How? List and explain buzzwords. Again, we have the unsigned, so-called right shift. Short circuit logical operations. For each, we have not studied still. Describe the process of building and running Java programs. We studied this. Then second one, final and super, no. Exception, no. Applet, no. Synchronization, no. So only question paper one, wherever it is. Question number one, only wherever it is Java and J2EE. Okay. Next again, Java and J2EE might be again here question one only. Process of compiling and running the Java applications, right? With the help of the Hello World program. Explain the syntax for each. We have not studied this. Write a Java program to search a key element by using for each. Correct the errors from the following code and explain. Byte B is equal to, byte B is equal to 50. B is equal to B into 50. Okay, we need to correct this, right? So when we declare byte B is equal to 50, we know very well that it is internally the value is converted into a what you call integer. But when we again assign B is equal to B into 2, it will take an integer value and multiply it to 2 and give an integer value, and that value of so to say integer cannot be assigned to a variable which is of the type byte, So for that, we need to do casting, forced casting we need to do for this value. Okay, think about it. I think we have already done it. So you can think and try to solve it. Write the output of the following code. The code is written here. You can definitely write the, output of the code. Again, we need to think about the, byte will not remain the byte itself, but it might become the integer. Shortened byte will get automatically converted into the what you call integer. So each time you can see that we have what you call done the forced casting byte byte I and byte D and all that. Okay, applet and all that we have still not come to that stage. So only the question number one. So object-oriented concepts, I think first is C++, second is also C++, third is how compile once run anywhere, again same question. Write a program to calculate the average among the elements 8, 6, 2, 7 using for each we have not done still. Explain type conversion with an example. List and explain Java buzzwords. Explain the concept of arrays in Java with examples. We are repeating. This is again repeated. Also write a program that creates and initializes a 4-integer element array. Find the sum and average of its value. Okay, you can write the program for this. Try writing it and running it also in the one of the online IDEs, or might be your NetBeans or Eclipse if you are installed, or even you can do it from the command line. Okay, best is definitely the what you call online GDB or online GDB, or might be the JDoodle. Okay, then we have interfaces and all that we are not covered still. Right. So this is only question number 1. Explains any 6 features of Java language. Write a Java program to implement linear searching using for each. We are not done. For each, we are still not done. Explain the following with example labeled continue. Again, right shift with unsigned, short circuit and operator. Explain the 2 ways of type conversion. Will the following snippet produce error? If yes, how to overcome the error? So same again thing is written over here. This we have still to do. Let us go for the next program. Next question paper. So I think might be the first 2 questions are concerned with the what you call C++. Then question number 3 and 4 will correspond to ours, right? Concept of bytecode, buzzword, repeated. Again, program to find the average among these elements using for each. For each, we are not done. List the different types of operands, explain any 3. Write an array. What is an array? List the types and explain any one with suitable code. Explain the switch case with an example. Switch case we still, just now we have covered, but let us not have it for the syllabus. Only the 1.5 unit. Okay, till the operators. Okay, before the if statement, whatever we have, we'll consider only that. So 5th, still we need to do packages and all that. So now we are in the last paper. Again, the first 2 questions might be with respect to the C++. Third question is, buzzwords. List and explain the structure of Java program and the keywords with an example. Yes, that also is there for in our syllabus. 4th, discuss label, break, and continue statements with an example each. Okay, so this is in the later portion of the control statements, which we have just now done. Switch statement with the break and we have here a continue also. Explain the concept of arrays in Java. Yes, this we can think of. And write a program that creates and initializes 5 floating point elements array. Find the sum and average its value. I think we have already done, had this question repeated. Write a Java program to calculate the sum and average of the first 6 elements of the array. So first 5, first 6, first 4, whatever, for each loop. Using for each loop, we have still not studied the for each loop. So next we will go for the different access specifiers. No, this we are still to study. So we come to the end of the